Well, the South African Central Bank on Thursday cut its main lending rate by 25 basis points to 6.50% as expected, citing weak economic growth and inflation, which has stayed around the midpoint of its target range. Now, the last time the South African Reserve Bank cut its repo rate was in March 2018. The Reserve Bank is one of the many central banks under pressure to ease monetary policy as fears over domestic and global growth have intensified. Well, for market wrap-up in South Africa, I'm being joined by our correspondent there, Becky Malay. Hello, Becky. Very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Now, it wasn't a surprise the Reserve Bank cut its rate, but could the move be described as Leseja Gayago bowing to political pressure?
If you look at, the global trends that have been happening, globally, the economy is not doing so well. And one of the mandates of a central bank is to protect the currency. So, one of the ways to protect the currency is making sure that the people inside the economy actually, have money and actually are saving a bit of money so that they can spend more. So I think it's in line with its mandate, to try and balance in and there. I don't really think they are succumbing to political pressure.
What were the major considerations and how have the markets welcomed this move so far?
Well, seemingly the rand has been strong in the markets. If you look at, the latest figures, the rand is 13.88 against the US dollar, whereas it closed at 14.1 yesterday against the US dollar. And then if you look at the all-share index, top 40 rose 0.33%, and the all-share index rose with 0.37%. So it looks as if investor confidence is a bit boosted by this, because in the long run, they will get to start benefiting from these cuts.
Another key development in South Africa this week is a public inquiry into state corruption during the time of former President Jacob Zuma. Now, the matter was adjourned until today, but was it something the markets were monitoring closely?
Well, yes, some of the investors are still not sure where they really stand with the current president. So most of the people have been waiting for his reaction towards what the former president has been saying on the state capture inquiry. But then, most of the people have more president in the current president, as he is also a businessman before a president. So whatever decision that he was going to make could have affected the markets, but his silence or his stepping back in this issue has really put a bit of cancelled a bit of doubt in many people's heads, because some analysts were expecting him to say something.
So what corporates made headlines this week?
This week, we saw the likes of Anglo-American and the likes of, especially platinum mining, gaining their stock market price gaining a bit, not gaining a bit, gaining quite more actually, because the commodities price increased a bit. And then you also saw Old Mutual is still in conflict with a former CEO. They refused to settle the matter out of court. So those are at least, okay, also in British American Tobacco, who has increased his share price to 5.9%. So those are the companies that are at least up there this week in South Africa.
Okay, the business week ends today. What does next week look like?
The next week will be very interesting, because the public protector has actually released a report and released a statement saying, the president of the country might have misled Parliament when it came to his campaigning. So the money that he received for his campaigning came from one of the companies that are actually being investigated in the state capture. So we are yet to see how will the markets react to that? How will the people on the street react to that? Because, as I said before, a lot of people have very high confidence in him as a businessman. So we'll just have to see how people will take the news of the public protector.
All right. Thank you, Becky, for those updates, and enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thank you.